Jai Hind everyone, good morning to all of you. This is Pooja Padhyay from Shriram Public School. Student, till yesterday we have completed our controlling chapter, and along with that only we have finished the section A of our syllabus. Now today we are going to start with the B section, B part of our syllabus. In that, our first chapter is financial management. As the name only indicate that in this chapter we are going to see the how the company is going to manage their financial things. Okay, so let's see. So before starting the chapter, let's start with a little introduction about one company, how they have managed their finance. That is our Tata Steel. Let's see. When the Tata Steel acquired a Krogurus, Tata Steel, the biggest steel producer in the India private sector, has acquired Corus, formerly known as British Steel, in a deal worth rupees 8.6 billion dollar in 2007. This makes the Tata Steel the fifth largest steel producer in the world. A financial decision of this magnitude has significant implications for both Tata Steel and the Chorus as well as their employees and shareholders. To maintain some of them, Tata Steel raised a debt of over 8 billion to finance the transaction. The deal will be paid for by Tata Steel UK, a special purpose vehicle set up for the purpose. This SPV received fund from the Tata Steel rotate through a Singapore subsidiary. Another company of the Tata Group, Tata Sons Limited, invested $1 billion for the preference share along with the Tata Steel, which will invest an equal amount. The Tata Steel, they acquired the company arranged about 36,500 crore of rupees to finance the takeover. Tata Steel raised this amount through the debt or equity or combinations of both. Some amount came from internal accruals also. This financing decision affect the capital structure of the Tata Steel. Needless to emphasize, decisions like this affect the future of the organization. These decisions are almost irrevocable after they have been formalized. So it means that when they take over the company, that time a different kind of the source of finance they have used, right? So by this way they have managed their financial activity. The same thing only we are going to study about the same in this chapter, how we have to manage our financial things, and while managing what points we have to consider. Okay, and not only that much, but also we have to make sure that our company will not get affected negatively through our decision. So before managing anything, I mean financial management, we have to think twice. Okay, so now in this chapter we are going to see that how we have to manage our financial matters. Okay, and it is profitable always. So let's see what we have to take into the consideration. Let's follow it. Introduction. In the above case, this decision require carefully financial planning and understanding of the resultant capital structure and riskiness and profitability of the enterprise. As we already saw in above, some of the money they took from the borrowing and they raised it from the companies or financial market by way of the debt and by investing in the equity and all. So all this decision, it means that they have not paid a whatever amount with a single mode. They have used the multiple source of finance for takeovering such company, right? So how we are supposed to take the decision about all the combination, we are going to study the same in this chapter. Okay, see, all these have bearing a shareholder as well as the employees, because see, whatever the decision took by the Tata Steel, their direct, not but indirectly they because of that all the things get affect their shareholder and employees if it is went in a negative way. But it's thank god that it is in a positive direction, that's why they not get affected, right? They require an understanding of business finance, major financial decision area, financial risk, and working capital requirement of the business. Finance, as well as known, is essential for running a business. Success of a business depend on how well finance is invested in assets and operations, and how timely and cheaply the finance are arranged from outside or from within the business. It means that what they say, the before doing the financial management you have to think twice, because see what happens, student, in 11th only you already studied about the different source of finance to the company. So as it all the source have their own advantage and disadvantage, right, for the company point of view. That's why whenever the companies, any company need a finance, then not go in a single source of finance. They use, most of the time they use a multiple way, because they are doing a good proper financial planning for their organization. That's why, right? So in financial management only we come to know that how we have to take such kind of the decision, such kind of the combination before demanding the source finance from the market, from the different source. We have to know about their merits and demerits and their impact on the business organization, right, whichever source we are using for the same. Okay, now next, moving to the meaning of the business finance. Meaning of business finance: money required for carrying out business activities called the business finance. Almost all the business activities require some finance. As you know, without finance, no company able to do their any kinds of the activities, right? So all the company most of needed the finance. Finance is needed to establish a business, to start a business, to do the business, to run the business. We need a finance. Without finance, no businesses exist in the market, right? Finance is needed to establish a business, to run it, to modernize it, and to expand or diversify it. Means that for doing any activity along with the business, we need a finance. It is required for buying a variety of assets which we need for our activity purpose in the organization, which may tangible like machinery, factories, building, office, or intangible such as trademark, patent, technical expertise, etc. Also, the finance is a central to running the day-to-day operation of the business, like buying material, paying bills, salaries, collecting cash from customer, etc. All these things, what, it's a regular activities, okay, needed at every stage in the life of the business entity. Availability of adequate finance for doing for making all this payment, we need the finance, because see, salary, rent, this all are the things which we have to pay every month, irrespective of your profit or loss of your company. So that's why it is said that you have to pay all this thing, salary, rent, anyhow. So you took the decision, you have to take the decision proper way for the company point of view, financial decision, okay. Thus very crucial for the survival and growth of the business. What they said, if you are doing a good financial management for the company, right, so your business is smoothly survive and growth and develop. But in case of any mistake you have to, while taking the decision about your company, remember one thing, one decision, one wrong decision get affect your establishment, your survival, your profit earning, and your development growth path also in the market. So clear. Now moving to the next one, financial management. See what is the financial management. All finance comes at some cost. It means that whatever the source we are using for financing our organization, all those sources have some cost. Like if we are going to take the finance from the market by issue of the shares, we have to pay the dividend. If we issue the debentures, we have to pay the interest. If we take the loan from the bank or financial institution, we have to pay the interest. All such things are what? Cost of that finance. Okay. It is quite imperative that it needs to be carefully managed. Financial management is concerned with optimal procurement as well as the uses of the finance. It means that a businessman or a company always try to use such source of finance through which we have to incur a lesser cost and earn the good amount of the profit. Okay. The financial management is concerned with the optimal procurement as well as the usage of the finance. For optimal procurement, different available source of finance are identified and compared in terms of their cost and associated risk. Similarly, the finance so procured needs to be invested in a manner that the returns from the investment exceed the cost at which the procurement has taken place. It means that always remember one thing: whatever the finance is company demanding from the market for financing their organization, they use it in a two ways: for investment in some other company or for using the same finance for their own business activity purpose. So they have to remember one thing, that whatever the finance they took from the market, all those things have some cost, right? मीन्स अगर हमने शेयर्स लिया है, डिबेंचर इशू किया है, शेयर इशू किया है मार्केट में, तो उसके साथ कुछ ना कुछ कॉस्ट अटैच है जो हमें पे करना है. सो वी रिमेंबर वन थिंग कि जो हमने सोर्स ऑफ फाइनेंस यूज़ किया है, उसके बाद वही पैसा हमने जहाँ भी इन्वेस्ट किया है वहाँ से हमें इतना प्रॉफिट होना चाहिए कि हमारा कॉस्ट रिकवर्ड हो जाए और उसके अलावा भी कुछ एक्सेस में बचे, राइट? तो उसको हम कहेंगे गुड फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट. A financial management aims at reducing the cost of the funds procured, keeping in the risk under the control, and achieving the effective development of such funds. It also aims at ensuring the availability of enough funds whenever required, as well as avoiding the idle finance. क्या कह रहे हैं कि फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट करते वक्त आपको ये भी ध्यान में रखना है कि पहले तो आपने जितना भी फाइनेंस रेज किया है थ्रू द मार्केट, उसका कॉस्ट रिकवर हो, उसके अलावा एक्सेस प्रॉफिट बचे, पहला. दूसरी चीज़ ये, जो भी फाइनेंस आप मार्केट से मंगाए हो जिस भी पर्पस के लिए, वो पर्पस फुलफिल हो. आपके पास आइडल कैश कुछ ना हो, क्योंकि आइडल कैश में यानी कि आपके पॉकेट में कैश, अगर आपके पॉकेट में कैश है तो वो जितना है 10 साल बाद भी उतना ही उसकी वैल्यू रहेगी. अगर वही पैसा आपने बैंक में या किसी कंपनी में इन्वेस्ट किया तो उसकी वैल्यू बढ़ेगी. तो यहाँ पे क्या कह रहे हैं कि अपने पास एक चीज़ ध्यान में रखना है कंपनी को, कि उनके पास इतना इनफ फंड होना चाहिए जिसके थ्रू वो अपनी एक्टिविटीज़ को स्मूथली रन कर सकें. लेकिन साथ ही साथ उन्हें ये भी ध्यान में रखना है कि किसी भी तरह से उनके पास आइडल कैश एक्सेस ना हो जिसका उन्हें कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला. ठीक है. नाउ नेक्स्ट, importance. The role of the financial management cannot be overemphasized since it has a direct bearing on the financial health of the business. ये what they said कि जो भी हम फाइनेंशियल डिसीजन लेते हैं, ठीक है, फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट करते हैं, उसका सीधा सीधा इफेक्ट कहाँ पड़ेगा? आपके बिजनेस पे. तो आपको बहुत ही ध्यान से फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट करना होगा. ठीक है. The financial statements such as balance sheet, profit and loss account reflect a firm's financial position and its financial health. ठीक है. तो बैलेंस शीट और प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट क्या है? जो भी आपने फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट किया है उसका एक पिक्चर है जो कि ये शो करता है कि कंपनी आपके स्ट्रेंथ में है या वीक में है. ऑलमोस्ट ऑल आइटम्स इन द फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द बिजनेस आर अफेक्टेड डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली थ्रू सम फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट डिसीजन. ठीक है. तो जो भी हम लोग आइटम्स बैलेंस शीट और प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में लिखते हैं, ठीक है, वही चीज़ें कंपनी की पिक्चर्स होती हैं. ठीक है. तो आपको ये ध्यान में रखना है कि जो भी फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट आप करेंगे जिसके थ्रू आपका बैलेंस शीट, प्रॉफिट और लॉस अकाउंट बनेगा, वो ऐसा होना चाहिए जिससे मार्केट में आपका गुडविल क्रिएट हो. ठीक है. क्योंकि अपने जो भी फाइनेंशियल डिसीजन लिया है वो सारा चीज़ यहाँ पे पता चल जाता है. क्लियर. तो बिफोर डूइंग द फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट यू हैव टू थिंक ट्वाइस एंड डू द प्रॉपर मैनेजमेंट. Prominent example of the aspect of being affected could be as under. फर्स्ट वन क्या है? अभी हम ये देख रहे हैं कि फाइनेंशियल डिसीजन लेते वक्त कौन कौन सी चीज़ें अफेक्ट करती हैं और किसके बेस पे हमें कितना फाइनेंस रेज करना है, ये कैसे डिसाइड हो. The size and the composition of the fixed assets of the business. For example, a capital budgeting decision to invest a sum of 100 crores in fixed asset would raise the size of the fixed asset block by this amount. Yani, if you already decided, you took the decision that for doing XYZ business we need 100 crores of rupees only for the fixed asset. So it means that you have took this decision while keeping all the aspect in your mind related to the सेम, राइट। तो इतना हमें करना है। नेक्स्ट है द क्वांटम ऑफ द करंट एसेट एंड ब्रेकअप इनटू द कैश inventories and receivables means current assets. Okay, with an increase in investment in a fixed asset, there is a commensurate increase in the working capital requirement. The quantum of the current asset is also influenced by the financial management decision. In addition, decision about the credit and inventories, management affect the amount of the debtors and inventories, which in turn affect the total current asset as well as their कंपोजिशन। इसका मतलब ये है कि जो भी हम फिक्स कैपिटल रेज करते हैं लॉन्ग टर्म फाइनेंस मार्केट के थ्रू, सिर्फ उनकी वजह से बिजनेस अफेक्ट नहीं होता है, बल्कि जो करंट एसेट है उनके पॉलिसीज़ में चेंज होने पे भी बिजनेस अफेक्ट होता है, क्योंकि करंट एसेट्स में ही हमें डेली कैश का टर्नओवर होता है, जैसे कि कैश हो गया, बैंक बैलेंस हो गया, डेटर से हमें जो रिसीवेबल्स होंगे वो, ये सारी चीज़ें वर्किंग कैपिटल यानी कि करंट एसेट में आती है, ठीक है। तो ये भी अफेक्ट कर सकती है कंपनी को। क्लियर। नाउ नेक्स्ट, द अमाउंट ऑफ द लॉन्ग टर्म एंड द शॉर्ट टर्म फंड टू बी यूज फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट अमंग अदर इन्वॉल्व द डिसीजन अबाउट द प्रपोर्शन। जैसे जब भी हम फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट की डिसीजंस लेने जाते हैं, ठीक है, दैट टाइम वी हैव टू टेक इन टू कंसिडरेशन 2 पॉइंट, दैट इज फर्स्ट वन इज़ योर लॉन्ग टर्म एंड द सेकेंड वन इज़ योर शॉर्ट टर्म, लाइक फिक्स एंड वर्किंग। दो चीज़ के लिए हमें फंड रेज होना पड़ता है, तो कितना पैसा किस में डालना है, ठीक है, किसके थ्रू कितना प्रोडक्शन एक्टिविटी होगा और प्रॉफिट जनरेट होगा, ये सारे डिसीजन हमें यहाँ पे लेने पड़ते हैं। क्लियर। The proportion of the long term and the short term fund, an organization wanting to have more liquid asset would raise the relatively more amount on a long term basis. There is a choice between the liquidity and profitability. The underlying assumption here is that the current liability cost less than long term liabilities. अभी यहाँ पे क्या कह रहे हैं, देखिए, लॉन्ग टर्म लाइबिलिटीज़ अपने क्या होते हैं, जो भी हमने ड्यूज़ मतलब जो भी सोर्स ऑफ फाइनेंस हमने मंगाया है, अगर उसमें डेप्ट है, बैंक लोन हो गया, डिबेंचर्स हो गया, ये सारी चीज़ें, ठीक है। तो इनके बदले में हम कॉस्ट क्या पे करेंगे, इंटरेस्ट ऑब्वियसली, ठीक है। वो हमेशा आपको ये ध्यान में रखना है कि वो कम हो, और जो आप वर्किंग कैपिटल में करंट लाइबिलिटी क्रिएट करते हैं ना, सप्लायर का पेमेंट हो गया, आउटस्टैंडिंग ड्यूज हो गए, ये उससे कम हो, ऐसा ही प्रपोर्शन आपको रखना, ठीक है। तो इससे क्या होता है, ये पता चलता है कि आपने ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा फंड अपने कंपनी में इन्वेस्ट किया है एक्टिविटी प्रोडक्शन के लिए, जिसके थ्रू प्रॉफिट जनरेट हो सकता है। नेक्स्ट है ब्रेकअप ऑफ द लॉन्ग टर्म फाइनेंसिंग इनटू द डेब्ट, इक्विटी एक्सेट्रा ऑफ द टोटल लॉन्ग टर्म फाइनेंस। द प्रपोर्शन टू डू raised by way of debt or by equity is also financial management decision. The amount of the debt, equity, share capital, preference share capital are affected by the financial decision which is a part of the financial management, ठीक है। अभी ये जो शेयर होल्डर्स है, ये तो ओनर है, इसका मतलब कंपनी के जो भी डिसीजन होते हैं, चाहे वो पॉजिटिव हो या नेगेटिव हो, चाहे उसका इम्पैक्ट अच्छा हो या बैड हो, ठीक है, उसका सीधा का सीधा इफेक्ट किसके ऊपर पड़ता है, उसके शेयर होल्डर, क्योंकि वो कौन है, कंपनी के ओनर है। नेक्स्ट, all item in the profit and loss account, for example interest expense, depreciation, etc. Higher amount of the debt means higher interest expense in future. Similarly, the use of the higher equity may entitle the higher payment of the dividend. Similarly, an expansion of the business which is result of the capital budgeting decision is likely to affect virtually all item in the profit and loss amount. यानी कि जो भी हम लोग सोर्स ऑफ फाइनेंस यूज़ करेंगे, जो भी मैनेजमेंट डिसीजन लेंगे फाइनेंस से रिलेटेड, उसका सीधा इम्पैक्ट कहाँ जाता है, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में, ठीक है। आपको पता है कि हम लोग एक्सपेंसेस माइनस करते हैं प्रॉफिट में से, उसके बाद जो बचता है वही हमारा प्रॉफिट है। लेकिन आपको पता है, आप ऑलरेडी प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में कुछ ऐसे एक्सपेंडिचर भी लिखते हो जिसमें हमने रियल में कैश इंकर्ड किया ही नहीं, जैसे कि डेप्रिशिएशन। समझ में आ रहा है। तो ये इतना भी हम माइनस कर देते हैं ना, फिर उसके बाद जो बचता है वो प्रॉफिट होता है। तो आपको ये ध्यान में रखना है कि जो भी सोर्स आप यूज़ करेंगे उसके थ्रू जो फाइनेंस पे उसका इम्पैक्ट होगा वो नेगेटिव नहीं होना चाहिए, पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए, ठीक है। इट कैन दस बी स्टेटेड दैट द फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द बिजनेस are largely determined by the financial management decision taken earlier. Similarly, the future financial statement would depend upon past as well as the current financial decision. Thus, the overall financial health of business is determined by the quality of its financial management.